Hey loves, and welcome back to Midweek Faith. I'm Anjali, and today we're going to be talking about the full moon approaching us on Sunday, September 7th, and the eclipse season that we are now going to be in for a few weeks. So if you've been feeling like, maybe your emotions are heightened, your energy is drained, a little tired, the universe is pushing you into change or transition, you're not imagining it, you're not alone, and let's break it down together. So just to recap, a full moon is when the moon and the sun are directly across from each other. If you can only imagine that this would create an energy of tension, it would create an energy of opposition and maybe even illumination. And what is the illumination going to do, or what are we illuminating? It's pretty much on what's been hidden, clarity, sometimes emotional intensity, things that you cannot run away from anymore. So this is why you may have been feeling things on a little bit more of an amplified level, and really digging deeper into your relationship with yourself, your partners, your friendships, and your family ships. Okay, so as the moon is revealing, what are we being shown? So we are being shown what is ready to be released, what cycles have been completed, and what truth you can no longer ignore, right? So while new moons are for planting seeds, full moons are for harvest and release. So it's a sacred moment of letting go and really leaning in. So because this full moon is in the sign of Pisces, which is the final zodiac, deeply connected to intuition and emotional release, Pisces is also a water sign. So when the moon is sitting in this area, it is, a sign that emotions are going to flow higher than usual. It is an invitation to really let go, lean in, and surrender to trust the unseen. Here's how the Pisces full moon will affect each element. Okay, so for our water signs, this may hit close to home. You may feel waves of emotion, deep spiritual downloads, and you may even lean into an area of allowing yourself to feel without judgment. Okay, for our earth signs, the Pisces energy may make you feel a little foggy, a little unclear, and it might be overwhelming. So it's really going to help you soften your rigidity and ask you to lean into trust rather than control. Okay, and for our air signs, your mind might be racing, and you might even be confused a little bit, air signs, but the key is to quiet the chatter and slow down, stop over busying yourself, right, and listen to the intuitive whispers instead. And finally, for our fire signs, you may feel drained or unmotivated right now, because the moon is so watery. So just take a moment to remind yourself to pause, recharge, and align with the passion and the purpose that is really driving you, rather than the action of staying busy. Okay, so the common denominator here pretty much is that this is an invitation to release control, soften into trust, and allow your intuition to guide you. Now, let's discuss why eclipse season intensifies this experience, okay? So now, not only is it a full moon, we're also into eclipse season, and everything gets turned up a notch, okay? So things might feel even more dramatic. There might be a cosmic reset button that you feel that's happening here. You might walk into or leap into a new quantum environment. Okay, so but at the end of the day, during eclipse season, doors may close, paths might open and shift, and it is upon you to not control what happens, but flow with what happens. Okay, and we need to understand this is karmic, it's pre-written, and it's fate. It's you're meant to flow where you're meant to go. One thing that we want to not do and remember not to do is eclipse season is not for manifesting. So if you've been writing intentional lists to call things in, this is the time to pause that. And the energy is too unstable and fast moving to manifest. If you're doing quick manifestations, maybe, but that's a whole different conversation. Really, I'm saying let's take our energy and let's put it into what are we letting go and releasing. Okay, instead of controlling, let's shift to receiving, so that we can notice what's leaving and trust that what's gone is truly no longer meant for us, and that is what's actually aligned for our higher and better good. Now let's do a grounding ritual. So I want to do something just to practice with you so that you can do this at home and just know that it's something that's easy that you can do. Okay, so first let's place our feet flat on the floor, and take your shoes off and be barefoot if possible. Okay, close your eyes and inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. Imagine roots growing from your feet deep into the earth. Another in, hold for 4, release for 4. Whisper with me. I trust what's leaving. I welcome what's real. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. So remember, the full moon illuminated your truth, and eclipse season is aligning you with it. You don't have to force or manifest. You only have to ground, rest, and trust the process. If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, or comment. I would love to hear about what's going on in your life. The link below or in the description box will help you get in contact with me, have a session with me, buy some of our products, or anything you may need. I look forward to hearing from you. And just remember, you are safe, you are guided, and even in eclipse season, you are exactly where you're meant to be. I love you so, so much. Mwah. Bye.